welcome back to my channel. My name is Venetia Alexander Marshall and welcome. If you're new here, hi, how are you? Don't forget, hit the subscribe button at the bottom and make sure you click the notification bell so every time I'm uploading a new video, you are notified. Yeah, I'm in the same sweatshirt from the last video because I am doing a bunch of bulk filming today. So yeah, just pretend you don't see this Southern University sweatshirt, but I'm gonna rep my Southern University Jaguars. Hey, it is what it is. But I am finally back recording makeup videos, playing with makeup, testing new makeup. I started testing makeup on it yesterday. I got a few looks at work, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. I'm back doing what I love to do best. Testing makeup for you guys, bringing my thoughts and opinions on makeup, some new products and so forth. And all this time that I wasn't doing makeup reviews, I had been collecting makeup, I just wasn't testing it because I was going through a bout of depression and dealing with health issues and everything else. But I'm back and I'm up and I'm wide awake because I had to take my son to take his ACT exam early this morning. So I said, you know what, why not? Let's do a bunch of recording and let's catch up on some makeup. So I have some new makeup here. Not a whole bunch of it is new. I have some that was in my maybe stack. I've had it in my maybe stack for quite a while and I decided to bring it back out. And of course it's fall, so why not create a fall makeup look with this eyeshadow palette that I am going to retry again. It's been sitting in my maybe stack forever and a day and then some. So come on, let's play with some makeup. Let's play with some makeup. Let's play with some new products and something from my maybe stack. As always, I do have my handy dandy mirror with me. I am looking in the mirror and I see I'm still dealing with some residual scarring that was here. But you know what? I work it out. It's fine. It's all good and dandy. But we're going to have some makeup. So first, let's prime. I don't have a new primer, so I decided to whip out a oldie but a goodie. And I also whipped out this foundation that's not new. Haven't worn this foundation in quite a while. And I whipped out this foundation because the concealer is new to me. New to me. I talked about this foundation and concealer in a prior vlog. If you haven't caught it, I will put the vlog in the cards above. So I bought out this oldie but goodie. Haven't worn this primer in I don't know how long because it's so many dupes with this primer. So I whipped it back out. Why not the OG itself, the Milk Makeup HydroGrip Primer. I don't know what bottle I'm on. I don't know because I've had the mini of the Milk Makeup HydroGrip Primer for so long, but I've gone through so many of those. I finally have bought a big one. And the last little one, when I tell you I was like literally using the snot out of it, I was using it. So why not? Let's go with the OG itself, the Milk Makeup HydroGrip Primer. All right, have primer on and yep, got this sticky going on. For foundation, I have whipped this foundation back out. I initially tried this foundation out last year, I believe, and the finish is good. The shade was a little off, but I started wearing this foundation again recently in the summer when I was darker. It was matching my skin to perfection. And now that we're in fall and I have lightened back up a little bit, I don't know if this is going to work or not. We're going to see. What am I talking about? This is the Haus Labs Triclone Foundation. Did my work this time. When I've been wearing it lately, I was still a little darker from being out in the hot sun in New Orleans as well as on the Strip in Las Vegas. So let's see. Let's see if it's going to match. Ooh. Oops. Yeah, it's going to be a little darker on me because I have lightened up again. So, yes, it's going to be a little dark. Because when I tell y'all I was wearing this foundation and it was matching me, child, it was matching me. But when you in hot places and you're in the sun, and while you're in the sun, you cooking in the sun. And with you cooking in the sun, you're getting darker. So yeah, it's now it's back being a hair darker. It's back to the regularly scheduled programming of being a hair bit darker. But the finish of this foundation, it is really, really, really good. I wore this foundation in one of my vlogs recently when it was matching my skin great. I'm looking over here because I'm looking at my battery life. But yeah, it has gone back to being a little darker on me again. So yeah, this foundation, the finish is really, really good. It is a hair red on me now. But we're going to balance it out with the concealer. Because the concealer was new to me. Yeah, the concealer is new to me. And as you can clearly see, I'm back. I'm looking like a cherry right now because I'm red. But I'm telling you, it was matching me real good. Not that long ago. So for concealer, it was new to me. I started messing with the concealer back when I began testing makeup out again. And again, I had this, talked about it in a previous vlog. This is the Haus Labs Triclone Concealer that everybody has been talking about. And as you can clearly see, it is too light. So the foundation is too dark, the concealer is too light. But it is balancing really, really well. I believe this is full coverage. See how light it is? It's light, yeah. It's light. It's light. But now that I have gone back to my regular skin tone, this is now balancing out. I'm going to try not to put any concealer on my eyes because I am trying out a new eyeshadow primer. And I'm probably not going to have a choice. I'm going to go ahead and put some on my eye. But I am trying out a new eyeshadow primer, which is why I like this concealer. This concealer blends like a dream. Yes, it's a little lighter, but this concealer does blend like a dream. And like I said, I usually take the concealer over my eyes for eyeshadow base. But like I said, I do have a new eyeshadow primer that I'm going to try out. We're going to see if I like it, if it's any... Am I going to like this eyeshadow primer better than my favorite eyeshadow primer? We don't know yet. We're going to see. Let's see. Yeah. But I do like this concealer. The concealer is going into my everyday stack. Just like the foundation has been in my everyday stack, but I hadn't been wearing it because it's darker on me up until recently when I had gotten a little darker because I was in the sun in Las Vegas and in New Orleans. So yeah, it was working. But now that my color's gone, this foundation is back being dark again. So for those of you that are new to my channel, I do set my face twice. I am going to be using the setting powders from LYS. I haven't picked up LYS in quite a while, but don't worry. I got their new foundation stick. I'm finna try it out. This is their banana shade right here. So I'm gonna set with this. This is their dark deep shade right here. So I am gonna put both of these on. Next is bronzer. Bronzer is not new. I've just bought it recently for you guys in a few videos. This is the Maybelline Superstay Powder Foundation. This is in the shade 355 Coconut. So I am going to bronze with that. For blush, I am going in with the L'Oreal Infallible Powder Blush. Don't know why I can't talk. I've said this before. This is a very pigmented blush. You don't need much of this blush because when I tell you sucker pigmented, let me tell you, it's a lot of color. Here we go. On this blush, it doesn't take much. I just do a couple of dabs. That's what it looks like. And I put it on my face and look at the color. It does bring color. I put too much. I'm too, ooh. Dang it. There we go. I have to be careful with this blush because it will bring out a lot of color and I don't like too much blush. Yeah, I don't like too much of it. There we go. Because you can go overboard with this blush. All right, next is eyeshadow primer. I usually use concealer or whatever remaining concealer I have here and I put it on my eyes as you saw earlier with the Triclone Concealer from Haus Labs. But there's a new eyeshadow primer that I'm going to try. It's in the packaging, so I'm going to try this out with you guys for the first time. This is from e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Lock It Down Eyeshadow Primer. This was only a few bucks and I got it not that long ago when a lot of their other stuff was coming out. I got this along with the lip pencil that came out and the Satin Face lipstick that came out. So I got this eyeshadow primer. Now my favorite eyeshadow primer is the Milk Makeup HydroGrip eyeshadow primer. I need to get another one of those because I'm damn near out of that. So this is going to be my first time trying out this e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. Some people that I have seen talk about this eyeshadow primer, they really do like it. Let's see. Okay, this has a wand. Let's see. Let's see. Is it going to be like my favorite? And some people, I have heard some people, they do like this eyeshadow primer. Let's see. I'm going to put it, ooh, you don't need much of this eyeshadow primer. Do some on my crease as well for this eyeshadow palette that I'm going to use. Okay, it's not bad. I'm going to put it to the test. Yeah, let me put it to the test when I, let me smooth this out. Because it's really going to tell me when I use this eyeshadow palette. And it's really going to tell me whether or not I'm going to really like this or not. Here we go. So I'm just going to take a flat brush and I'm just going to smooth it out. This flat brush I'm using, it is from Juvia's Place. A little tacky, but you need that. Okay. But let's see, because when I tried this eyeshadow palette out a very long time ago, I couldn't see the shadows. And a lot of people really liked this eyeshadow palette. I just kept it in my maybe stack for so long. And I just whipped it back out recently to see if, you know, if my mind would change about it. And the eyeshadow palette I'm talking about, y'all ready? It's old. I know. It's old. This is the Supreme Nudes eyeshadow palette from Artist Couture. It's been sitting in my maybe stack for God knows how long. I finally whipped it back out just to see if it'll work, which is why I got the eyeshadow primer from e.l.f. to see if it's going to help it any, because I do remember a lot of people was talking about how good this eyeshadow palette was. I was not a fan of this eyeshadow palette. I really was not. So I'm going to take a different eyeshadow brush from Juvia's Place. I'm going to go in again. I think this is the shade Aesthetic. I think that's what it is, because again, I don't have my glasses on. So I am going to go in with this shade. I am going to put that all over my crease. It's still disappointing me. This eyeshadow palette is still disappointing me. A lot of people liked this eyeshadow palette. I'm trying to like this eyeshadow palette. It ain't. Okay, I'm building it up. Okay, it builds really, really nicely. Okay, it's finally building. Let me try on my other eye. This time I'm packing it on my brush. I'm having to pack it in. Yeah, as much as I want to like this eyeshadow palette, I just can't wrap my eyes. I can't wrap myself around it. And the eyeshadow primer is kind of okay. It's just okay for me. It's not like my favorite from Milk Makeup. Let's see how we do with the shimmers. All right, so for shimmer on my lid, rather, I'm gonna go in with this gold shade right here. I am going to put that on my lid. Okay, this is pretty. This is very, very pretty. The eyeshadow primer is working very, very well with the glitter. I think this is more of a glitter shade, but this is working really, really well with it. Yeah, I think it's more of a glitter than a shimmer. Okay, the others are shimmers. This is more of a glitter. Yeah, the shimmer, the glitter rather, it's pretty. It does adhere to the eyeshadow primer. I kind of don't know how I feel about the eyeshadow primer either. And it could be because it's dealing with this eyeshadow palette. I'm about to blend the two together. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know. I don't know what to feel about this. I don't. As much as and I know this eyeshadow palette is pretty old, and I had it in my Maybe stack for such a long time. This will be moved to my makeup no-nos. I like his other palettes, particularly that Midnight Maven palette. That is my favorite palette from Artist Couture. And everybody loved the Supreme Nudes. I can't get into the Supreme Nudes. This will be a makeup no-no for me. He has he has the Supreme Mauves. I like the Supreme Mauves better than I like this one, the Supreme Nudes. So this will be moved to my makeup no-nos. I can't get with it. The eyeshadow primer, I just took it out the pack from e.l.f. I'm going to move this to my Maybe stack. I got to try it with another eyeshadow palette because this eyeshadow palette I'm just not getting with. But this eyeshadow primer, it's okay. It's not like my Milk Makeup HydroGrip primer, because I really do like that one. I know you get another one of those. This is okay. I'm going to put this into my Maybe stack. I am going to set my face. I'm going to set it with one of my favorites, the Milani Make It Last Matte Setting Spray. I am going to set with this. All right, for our mascara, we're going to go with the Anti-Gravity Mascara from Milani. I'm going to put that on my lashes. I forgot to put on my liquid highlighter. I forgot to put this on. This is the highlighter. What is this? Yeah, this is the Beauty Wand, the Halo Glow Beauty Wand from e.l.f. I forgot to put this on. I had this for the longest time. Okay, chill. I ain't even put this on. And I got all this powder and all this other stuff on. Let me put this on right quick. All I need is just a dab here. Ooh, I put too much. And a dab here. And I put too much. And I put too much. And I put too much. I always do that. I always end up putting too much. Dude, why do I always do that? Hopefully it's not going to lift my makeup. I don't know why I didn't do that before I set. I'm supposed to do this before I set. Yeah, and it's creating one big harsh line. But at least it's going with my eyes. I messed that up. I'm going to go back in with my powder brush. Try to blend this out and correct that. Yeah, there you go. Mute that out a little bit. Last but not least, lip. The Satin lipstick, I've had this before. This is the Satin lipstick from L'Oreal. This is the shade number that I have, 850. I believe this is one of the newer shades that they came out with, and I tested it not that long ago, and I really do like it. It has that lipstick smell, because I have another lipstick from L'Oreal. It has that same lipstick scent to it, and this lip is messing it up with these eyes here. I already know. Yeah, this is a very pretty lip. Let me line it. What I should have done was line it with a lip liner. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to line it with a lip liner. All right, the lip liner was better. So I did line it with a brown lip liner. The lip liner did work. So here it is. This is my final makeup look. Like I said before, the eyeshadow palette from Artist Couture, the Supreme Nudes that I've had in my Maybe stack forever and a day, this will be moved to my makeup no-nos. This is just not a favorite of mine. I know a lot of people liked this eyeshadow palette when it first came out. I just could not get into it, and I had tried to get this palette. I remember checked. The website kept having it sold out, and I ran out when I went to Sephora. They had it at Sephora. So I just cannot get into it. The eyeshadow primer, like I said before, from e.l.f. I am going to move this into my Maybe stack to give it another fair shake, because I just think with this eyeshadow palette, it's just not working with the eyeshadow palette. But it's supposed to work with anything, with any eyeshadow palette. It's supposed to work. But yeah, everything else, the Triclone Concealer from Haus Labs, this is going into my everyday stack. Yes, I know it's deadly light. I do know this. Do I plan on picking up another one? The answer is yes, but just in a little darker shade than what I have here. This is a tad too light, but it does blend like a dream, and it is really, really nice. So that is it with this final makeup look. With that being said, this is Venetia Alexander Marshall. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.